Do you really know what Day of the Dead is? Many people believe that Dia de los Muertos, also known as Day of the Dead, is a Hispanic version of Halloween. However, that is not the case at all. Dia de los Muertos, or no, Halloween is celebrated with trick or treating and wearing costumes. However, Dia de los Muertos is for the people that have passed away, and they celebrate it with festivals and they have loads of fun celebrating the people that have passed. So it was created by it was created whenever the Spaniards went to Mexico, and these the Aztecs blended these traditions with the fellow Spaniards, and the Aztecs also believed that uh, dying was just an everyday part of life. You know, they didn't really mourn it. They just they just thought it was normal. So, Day of the Dead is celebrated on October 31st through November 2nd. So they celebrate Halloween, and then once it is midnight of Halloween, so November 1st, uh, it is then Day of the Children. Then once it is a Day of the Children at midnight, it would then become Day of the Souls, or Day of All Souls. I'm sorry, and they celebrate all these souls coming in like they're guests, and they create their favorite food and drinks, and they create, or no, they I'm sorry, they have festivals, and they have very loud and bright parties, and they just celebrate and they enjoy their time that they are having with their past uh, family and relatives. So they also create altars, and these altars, um, they put their favorite pictures on these altars, and they put their favorite food and drinks out for them, and they also put these marigolds to try and guide the souls to that altar. Now the marigolds is a bright and distinctively smelling flower that it is believed to help guide the soul to that altar. So then from there they create many sugar skulls, and these sugar skulls are basically skulls made out of sugar, and they're pretty good and they're really sweet, and it's just something that you can eat on these during the summer frame. So they believe that the passageway for the dead is opened, and once someone has passed away, they go to the land of the dead, and while they're there, they go through uh, nine levels or rigorous levels to try to make it to their final resting place. Now, this process takes many years to finish. So once they're at their final resting place, they're at peace. They don't have to do anything hard anymore. They're just living the best life. And once they once it is Day of the Dead, then the spirit world opens so that these deceased spirits can then spend time with their family. And on Day of the Children, all the children go out and spend time with their family for 24 hours, and then on All Souls Day, everybody else then goes and celebrates their time with their family. So, in conclusion, Halloween and Day of the Dead is relatively close. But Day of the Dead is celebrated completely different. It is the meaning itself is different. When it is celebrated is also really different than Halloween, because Halloween is one day, Day of the Dead is 3 days. Uh, and how it is celebrated is also really different. You know, whenever it comes to creating the altars and leaving out these foods and drinks for the deceased. You know, on Halloween we just hand out candy, and that's all the food that we have. So whenever you see these altars or these sugar skulls, don't feel bad for that family. It's actually a time to celebrate, not mourn the dead. One note card, and then my second note card, and nothing on the back.